Welcome back to Docu-Commentary, you dirty docu-commentarians. That's your name, remember?
Now you're dirty.
You're dirty. You're dirty. Chase and I are actually recording on separate recording devices again. We're across the room from each other, glaring angrily because our relationship has become strained over this podcast. It's
Can't even use the same recorder anymore.
We can't. We're untethered now. We're not bound to, I don't know what I'm going for. Hey, welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning to the last one, which is the Battered Bastards of Baseball, which is really good. People seem to be excited about that one already. Also, hey, everyone, thanks for subscribing. We have a ton more subscribers now.
Thank you.
So appreciate that. Maybe that's from, I've been going on the radio and a bunch of other podcasts recently. Maybe that's what that's from and not the actual quality of our show, but I shouldn't.
I mean, don't break it down, man. Just, yeah.
All right.
Man, you really know how to turn it, don't you?
Yeah, I do. But by the way, before we get started, I do want to talk about one of my favorite subjects for just a moment because it's so amazing.
Wait, tell people what our show is.
Oh yeah. Oh, did I not do that?
No.
Docu-Commentary. We watch a documentary and we commentate along with it, so you can watch the same documentary with friends. Us. It's us talking along with the documentary.
We're your friends.
Yeah, it'd be annoying if you actually had people in your house talking along with it, but it's charming because it's us and it's on a podcast, and we do a good job, honestly. We're way more charismatic than any of your dirty, stinky friends. I've never seen them, but I don't have any respect for any of them at all.
I know they're dirty, too. That's all I know.
Just a bunch of dirty docu-commentarians out there.
It's what you guys hang out with. Dirty people hang out with other dirty people.
We're going to lose 20 subscribers over
this. When you first went, you called them dirty documentarians, and then that's whenever it went off.
Oh,
yeah.
That happens. I have a many-track mind. No, I want to talk about Shannon Sharpe.
Oh yeah, I love talking about Shannon Sharpe.
Shannon Sharpe is one of my favorite people in the entire world.
One of the pleasures of my life is introducing you to Shannon Sharpe.
I love him. He's one of my favorite people that exists. He's a professional football player who happens to be on a show called Undisputed with Skip Bayless, and I'm not really even a big sports guy. I like watching games, but I don't keep up with it. Chase is a huge sports guy.
Yeah, I can't stop.
So it's a lot of me coming out and just he'll recap what happened in the sports world to me, which I enjoy quite a bit. But Skip Bayless is on this show with Shannon Sharpe, and Shannon Sharpe is the most. I don't know how to describe him to people. I tried describing him to Sam Morrill when we were hanging out because Sam's got a sports show,
right?
And I was trying to do you know about Shannon? And he was like, "What are you talking about?" Shannon Sharpe is hilarious. He's one of the funniest people I've ever seen talk. And he's so quick.
Yeah, he's super entertaining, man. He's he's got a lot of energy. But that dude, he's fucking hilarious, man. He destroys Skip all the time.
Well, part of it is because Skip Bayless, his entire career is let me just take the worst possible point of view,
right,
and double down on it until no one listens to me anymore.
Yeah, he does that thing of it's going to be boring if we both agree that this great person was great. So let me say that he's not great, and then we can talk about that for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Despite all evidence proving to whatever else he's saying.
He's the only person still arguing that LeBron James is not a good player.
Yeah, it's insane, dude.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and so we just watched Shannon. We're recording this the night after LeBron beat the Pacers on that game-winning three-pointer.
And can I add like a preamble here?
Yeah.
What I really love about this is that's the whole back and forth with Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless is that it's always over LeBron James, and Skip always tries to come in and chip away at LeBron, and then Shannon just verbally slaps him down every single and over and brutally so. He doesn't even treat him like a human. He treats him like a small child, perhaps a dog, and just swats him away. And he's so funny when he does it.
Don't do that, Skip.
And that's his entire career. He there was that YouTube video of him picking out sneakers, and he's like, these sneakers would be good for getting Skip in.
Yeah, I'm gonna bust Skip up in these.
Yeah, and then he posts a photo of him wearing a suit before every show that says #BustSkipUp. And then after they'd been arguing about LeBron James incessantly, LeBron comes out and has a 44-point game, blocks a shot, runs down the court, and hits a three-pointer to win the game. And
somehow Skip didn't like it. I don't know, but Shannon fucking busted him. He busted Skip up today. That was.
Oh man, he really did. I wanted him just to throw.
He could have gone so much harder too.
I wanted him to lean back and throw his shoes up on the table and just not say anything and be like, "Skip, what do you think I call these shoes? I call these my Get Skip shoes.
He's my Get Skips.
Call them my Get Skips. I call them my Get Skips." Oh man, that
he's a great man. He's hilarious on that show.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not paying us or anything. Obviously, no one pays us. But it is amazing, and it brightens my day every time.
I'm showing Travis his most recent Instagram picture.
Wonderful.
It's him sitting there in a suit, and it says "The Quiet Before the Storm," and then hashtag bust Skip up, hashtag lips,
it's like professional wrestling,
hashtag lip sparring champion.
Oh God.
Hashtag dish detergent clean.
That's amazing.
He's so fucking funny, man.
Dish detergent clean. That guy. I wish. I never met someone that I thought I wish I could hire them to write for me.
I know, right?
If I could get Shannon Sharpe to write for me, dude, he would punch up my comedy so much. That guy is hilarious. Right. So what else do we have going on? I'm going to be next week. I'm going to be in. Well, tonight. This isn't going to get up by tonight, so it doesn't matter. I won't say that one. But next week, Monday, the 30th, Chase and I are going to be at the Pitchwood Ale House in Raymond. Yeah, going to pitch that. I was just on the radio for that, and it's weird because it's on a Monday. But usually when you go to see me and Chase perform, you got to pay tons of money.
You got to pay big bucks. Come see us.
For real though, it's like $20, $30 for a club ticket. But this one's no cover. It's in Raymond, and I think I have a bunch of friends. I think there's like a weed farm there, and a bunch of my friends who work at I realized went to work at that weed farm, so they're all going to come out to the show. So that should be a good time. So yeah, come on, guys. It's going to be fun. And then I'm headed to Wilmington, North Carolina for the Cape Fear Comedy Festival. So somehow, if you're listening to this in North Carolina, you can go to Wilmington next week, and I will be I'm performing every single night of the festival, I think. So,
nice. How many shows is that?
I haven't looked at the schedule. I think I'm on like 5 or 6 shows.
That's nice. That's a lot, man. Most festivals are 2 or 3 shows.
I appreciate it a lot because
you're coming from a long way. So.
Yeah, it works out for me though because I'm doing that festival, and then the cruise lines are going to fly me from North Carolina then down to Florida. I'm going to go out on that cruise for a week, and then they'll fly me back to Seattle.
Perfect.
So, money-wise,
living life, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm killing it, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry these podcasts aren't coming out as frequently, but Chase and I we're doing well.
Yeah, life's good.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, you guys got to follow us on social media. I'm at Travis is Joking. Chase, what are you?
At Chase_Myers on Twitter, Chase Myers on Instagram.
Yeah, follow it. Guys, I mean, for real, you don't know. Maybe we'll be famous one day, and you can be like, I knew that guy.
You don't know.
I respond to every message that gets sent to me. Usually, they're not good responses, but I try. So, be our fan base, guys. Come on, we got to do something. So yeah, and let's see. Anything else? What do you got coming up? You said you're gonna push your May dates, right?
Yeah, I have some. Yeah, let's see. What do I have in May? Beginning of May, I got some stuff. May 3rd, I'll be at Angel of Winds Casino. Where is that? You just perform there?
Angel of the Winds?
Yeah.
It's way up north, so that is it's actually a cool show. It's north of Everett a little bit.
Okay.
And you do get you get to stay there.
Nice.
So it's a really nice room.
Cool. So come see me if you're in the Everett area. And then on May 4th, I have a show. I don't have the city written down, so that's probably not good. I think it's in Bothell. It's at the Den Coffee Shop. It's with the Laugh Tech guys, who we've done some shows for. And then May 18th and 19th, I'll be at Laugh Lines Comedy Club in BC,
cool,
Canada. So yeah, those are the ones I'm looking forward to.
Nice.
Yeah. What's the word, baby bird?
Oh, I was waiting for it. All right. So today we are going to listen to. And so also I should throw this out there. If the sound quality is bad again, it's because Chase and I are recording in separate things. I did order new equipment, so that should be fixed. Also, this one we're doing during the day because I'm going to be gone, so I'm trying to crank a few of these out for you.
Yeah,
guys.
It's not the usual sleepy, fucked up.
I wouldn't even say sleepy. I would just say drunk.
Yeah.
We're wide open, sober for this, and there are some guys working on the building next to us. So if you hear some weird construction noises in the background, that's what that is. I'll try to fix it in post, but you know how it goes. I'm lazy and I don't like working. So Yeah, what's the word? Today we are watching Austin to Boston, which is a documentary I hadn't heard of, but it got recommended to us because we both love the Comedians of Comedy movie. And the tagline says, "Ever dreamed of hitting the road and living the life of a rock star? No worries, this should cure it." Which sounds like Chase and I are going to actually probably, I don't know, relate a little too much to this.
Yeah, I'm very curious about this. We also have I don't mind talking about it. We also have a similar idea where we're planning on trying to do a tour next year where we're going to try to do something similar.
I wasn't going
to
to mention
this.
it, but way to manifest that.
Yeah, man, I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this, I'm very curious what this looks like because it may be similar to something we do in the next year. So
Yeah, we'll take some notes on it. All right, here we go. I'm going to hit play on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, play. And I'll tell you when it actually starts here. I got to hit play again, so it didn't start right away. And it's playing now. Here we go. It's on.
The very first Volkswagen I ever bought was from a guy named what they would call Volkswagen John. He lived in Seattle. The only thing he said
of course he does.
was like his hippie words of wisdom. He was like, "What are you gonna do when you get there?" You know? I didn't know. I was like, it was the same thing you're gonna be doing the whole way there. It's like take your time, enjoy yourself. You know, and that's the vibe of this ride. All right, I'm rolling. You rolling?
Would you live in a van like that?
I mean, I've lived in a car
For how long?
a couple weeks.
Like while on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shit, this dude's face is on fire.
whoa, what?
It's a hell of a way to start. Set it on fire. Oh, okay, I was about to say, why are so many people there? But that makes sense. Yeah, I like this. I like this already. It's pretty cool.
It'd be so cool to be South by Southwest.
Why do you continue to light shit on fire, guys? Yeah, I don't think I could just like, like we have our friend like Joe Kelly that like just always lives in a van.
I mean, I wouldn't do it now.
I don't think I could.
Maybe like 5 years ago I would have been into it, but I didn't have the money to buy a van.
Yeah, I've had thoughts on that, but yeah.
Only 10 shows.
Yeah, that's a long, like, Austin to Boston. I guess maybe that's not too crazy.
I mean, it's not a crazy drive. I've driven from Florida to Seattle, so I'm not
Yeah.
impressed by that drive. Please excuse the beeping. That was on me. That was the coffee maker. It is in the morning time. Well, it's 3 in the afternoon.
It's our morning time. I like the way this looks already. This looks dope.
Yeah. Oh, Nathaniel Rateliff's in this?
You know that guy?
Yeah. That's crazy.
How do you know him? Was he from out this way or
It's
something?
on the radio, man.
Oh, he's a radio guy?
Yeah. He had that song, God, what was it called?
Oh, so I got you. So he's actually like a dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He's big on the radio now. May not have been when this was made.
Yeah, this said 2015. So I'd imagine they shot this in 13 or 14, you know?
That's so crazy. He's famous now. It's so weird how some people just make it.
Yeah, right?
What drew me into this trip is the ridiculousness of it. I signed on as an unpaid driving mechanic. After all, I spent the better part of 10 years traveling in and living out of Volkswagen transporters across the western states.
That's what, we got to get a guy like that. We got to get a guy that's unpaid camera guy. I don't care. Gotta find that dude.
Mike Mazzalotti, if you're listening to this,
Hey, buddy, you're who we're looking to not pay to follow us for a month.
I'd have to pay Mike. I couldn't.
No, we throw you something, Mike. You're too good. All right, performed in both of these cities so far, so you're not better than me yet.
I'm going to be in Austin soon. I'm doing the Cap City Comedy Club there.
Yeah, dude, that's a huge deal. I've only done, like, just kind of comic run shows there.
Yeah.
Ben Howard came onto this tour straight from massive success in the UK. Relatively still unknown in the US, it was inspiring to watch him give his all each night in such small rooms.
I wish I had some kind of musical talent, man.
Me
I
too.
have none. I wish I could play the piano so bad, dude. That's like, if I could play an instrument, that's the one I would play.
My mom and my brother and sister learned how to play the piano when we were kids.
Yeah.
And I was just so stubborn. She's like, whatever. If you don't want to do it, I'm not going to make you do it.
Yeah. I wish my parents would have kind of pushed me towards that, because, like, my grandmother was, like, a music teacher, and so was my uncle. But I just never went for it. Every Christmas, they'd play piano, and we'd all sit around and stuff, but, like, I just
My mom
never...
was a jazz singer when she was younger, and my dad played trombone in like a big band and
Damn.
everything. So it was all there for me. I was like, I like jokes.
I wish I could freestyle. That's always a dope. Like,
Make freestyle rap.
oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
That's like a superpower to me. Every time I see people do that, I'm like, how? How are you connecting this?
We're just so in our heads, dude.
Exactly. I can't be free enough to just connect things like that.
I've been doing a lot more improv, and that's just like what stands out to me. Is everyone's like, you're so in your head all the time. I'm like, I'm a stand-up comedian. Like,
Yeah. Where
tell
else
me
am I
whatever you
supposed to be?
want, I'm
Yeah.
always looking for the punchline.
Yeah. I like just a bunch of these vans. So this dude's in Mumford and Sons? Is that the guy you know?
No, but damn, that's famous too.
Yeah. Singing the Eagles back there?
No, Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats is what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
They had that big hit called "Son of a Bitch" recently. It played on the radio and everything.
Really? I don't really listen too much to the radio or whatever's like cool, popular. I'll hear that
Me
song.
neither, Chase. Don't make me sound like some square.
Well, no, that made you sound better than me. You
yeah?
you knew the music. I didn't know it.
That's true.
I was about to say I usually find out about the music that'd be cool now. I'll
Oh,
find
you
out in
are-
like
you
5
are
years.
an oldies guy. I forget.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm not up to snuff either. It's just literally I have one radio station I listen to.
See, yeah, I haven't taken my car off of like just auxiliary probably since I've got here. I think it's still programmed to all the Baton Rouge stations.
Yeah, for me, it's I listen to podcasts. My
Mm-hmm.
phone or that one radio station. That
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I know that's a nothing statement. Focus on the documentary.
When their harmony set in, you dug. You just dug.
Just pans to the crowd. Everybody's crying.
Wow. Imagine creating something beautiful.
I never. All right, I haven't performed in Kansas City. You have though, haven't you?
I have, yeah. That's where my brother lives.
All right. I got 2 out of these 3 so far.
You ain't better than me. Man, Kansas City has this terrible comedy club called Stanford and Sons.
Yeah, yeah.
I have no interest in going back there. They were nice to me. I mean, the comics were. The owners, I don't know, man. They're weirdos.
Man, following a band is a lot better for a documentary because you can just use their music as your montage music.
Oh, that's a good point.
Like, this documentary has really just been like, here's us in a van. Now here's people singing over it. Like,
I have a couple musician friends, though, and
Yeah.
they both said they'd be interested in doing music for...
like doing the soundtrack. So
Yeah.
that'd be tight.
Because a couple of them, that's like what they're trying to do. Is it Ratliff? Imagine having a following like that.
I know. Yeah, and these guys are like, they're just combining their powers. Like, because all those people mentioned somebody else they came to see.
Yeah.
And, like, they're just going to be like, well, hey, if you like me, here's all of my great buddies. And then those guys are just going to get a following from it, too. Like, it's perfect for everybody.
Yeah.
But, no, I was thinking whenever they were showing the crowd there, I was like, man, that's packed out, dude. Like, that's people excited about it.
Yeah. What is that?
Our doc's going to be
Corn chowder?
in front of 18 people.
Nah, man, we got more pull than that. Not really. Maybe someplace.
I mean, some night. There'll definitely be a night where there's, you know.
There were no 5-star hotels on this tour. Not even 2-star hotels.
Yeah, 5-star hotel. What are you talking about?
Outside of town. Playing music together and catching up on well-needed sleep and vehicle maintenance.
Yeah, how much did you pay to stay at those log cabins, though?
Oh, hadn't been there either.
You know what? I
I
don't
would-
think I performed in Minneapolis.
I would love to go there. I mean, apparently it's a great comedy.
I performed around it.
So,
I performed
yeah.
in Duluth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't made it up that way. Once they go into the, like, northeast, I haven't been up there at all. I haven't done anything over there. It's weird. There's, like, this whole part of the country that I haven't even scratched.
I spent a lot of time around, like, Chicago and, like, that kind of area.
I haven't. I'm just, like, West Coast, little Midwest, a lot of the South, but I haven't gone anything northeast.
I'm starting to get a bunch of East Coast, too.
Yeah.
This is going to be my second time back in North Carolina.
Yeah, whenever I go out on the road later this year, I'm going to try to send out more stuff to those.
Yeah.
Stuff on that side of the world.
I'm going to make a bigger push depending on how much money I have.
Yeah, you sound very joyful.
He's one of only a handful of people that I know personally who can translate their pain so clearly through their voice and song.
Here's me trying. Ow!
My knee.
Ow!
My knee hurts.
He's more subtle is all.
Most Brits I know are appalled at the American obsession with guns.
Don't act like you don't want to shoot one.
Yeah, man, guns are fun as hell to shoot. I mean,
Put me on more gun ranges with Brits than anybody else since I was a kid in rural Louisiana.
Hey, where are you from?
Maybe it's a forbidden fruit thing. I don't know.
That was a funny shot, though, of showing them shooting and then seeing a bunch of English people just like far away with their ears
Yeah.
covered. And oh, cool! They called it Austin to Boston.
Huh.
Like the tour was called that.
this is very similar to what we were planning on doing.
Yeah, I figured it would be.
Netflix, I hope you're hard to buy ours.
Oh, there's a bunch of these, man. That you know, but yeah, every story's different.
This tour was in some ways the birth of theirs too. It was their first tour together as a band. Being the freshest of the groups on tour, they were like drunken children where everything was bright and exciting.
I want to see the people who are over it. Where are those guys?
Yeah, that's who I'm going to really identify
Yeah,
with. That's what I'm worried about for ours is like by day 3, I'm just going to be like, ah,
because that fucking camera on my face. I don't give a shit about this.
so tired.
Oh, what? I got a show? Yeah, fucking big whoop. Big whoop.
I have a show every night. This ain't special for me.
This shit ain't different from me.
Just be a prima donna.
Yeah. They're going to come off looking like real pieces of shit. No
Oh,
one's going
dude,
to
I
like it.
know.
I just need a good forest to just go sit on a tree and make music, man.
Yeah, musicians are always playing in the forest, man. Comedy doesn't work in the forest.
Don't forget you're doing this for free. By the way, things haven't changed. I'm not going to start paying you now.
You know who these guys need? They need themselves a Jan Levon.
Dude, everybody needs a yawn.
Call back to previous episode.
Polka King.
Yeah, the man who would be Polka King. Did you ever watch that movie with Jack Black?
I haven't watched the movie yet.
It's a good movie.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't watch the movie. The documentary, though. I love me some Jan. Old people hate him, but
Yeah.
gotta take over the world with polka.
Now he's rapping.
That'd have been a great addition to this tour. If just suddenly Jan comes out,
Who wants to be rich?
all fucking polka going.
Yeah, there is a part of me that wishes anything I had the capability to do creatively could be construed in any way as beautiful. Like I just watch
Right.
nothing I've got.
No.
Everything is crude. It is weird. It is uncomfortable. It is strange. It's all I do.
It's got its own beauty to it, man.
I guess it's true.
The road is a fresh start, freedom from the past. One becomes a stranger in a strange land, free to be the person they see or know themselves to be, beyond the confines of their history.
You guys want to pull over and lay out?
You may have woken up in the back of a car, shaved in a truck stop bathroom, be wearing a suit you pulled from a cherry shop dumpster, because you're the prince of Estonia for all anyone knows. You will make a family out of strangers. You can make a friend for life in just a couple of days on the road, because it will show you what they're made of.
Get it, reach. Can't do that, guys.
I can't tell you how many times this happened to me.
Yeah. Also, you have cars, guy. What a burger. Performed in Tennessee and performed in Nashville.
I performed in Nashville.
Did you do Zanies there, or you?
No, I'm still trying to do the Zanies there.
Yeah.
I just did. They had some local shows.
I did Chattanooga.
I got drunk in Tennessee, or I got drunk in Nashville for like 8 days straight, dude. No point was I sober. I went crazy. I met up with my buddy from college. He's like a big rugby player, and he's going to med school there. And we just tell you what, Nashville, go to Pharmacy Burger. Best burger I've ever had in my life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's just for you guys. It's like an hour wait, but it's worth it. Get the, I think it's a Barnyard Burger, something like that.
It's a tough combination of being the worst person you know, but also the best fuck. That's tough.
Yeah, man. That's confusing emotionally.
That's confusion. My dick would win that a lot.
I think you're putting that on yourself, Gil. I think I know the guy he was talking about in Seattle that sells those vans. He owns a company called Love Vans.
Oh, are they kind of tricked out like that already?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Man, I don't know if I've done a comedy show where people were listening that intently to me perform. I can't believe how many people are just watching him.
Maybe it'll help if we have cameras on.
Oh, yeah, it'll make people think. Some people still don't give a fuck, man.
Oh, I'm sure they won't.
Nope, hadn't been to Illinois. You guys are a lot better than me now.
You've never been to Illinois at all?
Mm-mm. Like layovers there and stuff, but I've never.
There's a ton of shows to do in Illinois.
Oh, I know, yeah. Yeah, a buddy of mine lives in Chicago now, so.
Yeah.
He was a guy, I think I've told you about him. Me and him moved like at the same time from Louisiana. He went to Chicago, I came out here.
First time I was in Chicago, I got to play the Old Town Zannies, and I got to stay in the condo, which is
Yeah.
like in the middle of Old Town. It was the coolest thing, dude.
Yeah, I want to get those gigs next year. Or at the end of this year, if
Yeah.
possible. But probably next year.
If you're going to get them, start trying for them 8 months before you want them.
Yeah, that's what I figured, yeah.
It took me 3 years to get into Austin. I really like this documentary so far. I don't know if the listeners are going to enjoy what I'm enjoying about it, but it's mostly just chill music and a chance for us to talk about the road a bunch.
Yeah, really, there's not a lot happening in the actual documentary. That's what I was saying. Like, that's the benefit of them is, like, you just have them sing their songs and show montage over it. That seems to be the format. You ever saw David Cross did like a documentary like this? Did you ever see that one?
What was it called?
Man, I don't remember.
I think I might have.
I mean, it's old. It's, 15 years old or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, his was a lot of kind of a little bit shitting on some of the venues and stuff like that. Like, there was like this one moment where the club owner was like trying to leave and David Crow just like kept finding excuses to still stay there until like the guy got just so pissed they threw him out or whatever.
That's funny.
Are you playing 21?
Where?
I know, what's that? Gotcha. That's what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
I think it has another name too, but that's how we always called it. Gotcha.
Gotcha?
Yeah.
I don't remember what we called that.
Guys, can you harmonize for an hour and 15 minutes? We'd like to put that over
Yeah.
everything that happens in this documentary. I really want to get out of here. Yep, here's my album. Are you guys buying albums? I got one in here.
Man, I can't wait to have an album. I think about it every day, multiple times a day.
Yeah, my thoughts changed on that. Last year I was really set on getting one, and then I went through, I recorded one and everything, and I didn't like the way it came out, and then my thought changed of like, why not wait a few years until it's fucking, how undeniable it is, I had to think back to like a lot of comics that I liked and how long they waited to put out their first albums, and most of them are like 10 years plus,
Yeah. I don't know, man. Dude, I love St. Louis.
I performed in Missouri, but I haven't performed in St. Louis.
I've done Helium in St. Louis and Hey Guys in Fairview Heights, Illinois, which is right outside. But I love St. Louis, man. They've got a cool zoo there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They got an aviary that's like, it was like one of those World Fair type things that they built an aviary for the World Fair. Man, I almost want to pause this. You know how upset that makes me? They're like, ooh, halfway there. Bro, I drove from San Antonio to Kansas City in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it took me...
They're like actually enjoying themselves.
Yeah, it took me 3 days to get from Louisiana to Oregon for gigs I had there.
Yeah.
It was like 12 hours a day.
But I guess if you only have 10 shows, it's like, take your time.
Yeah, for sure.
Play basketball.
But it's also like, it's funny to hear them, unless the narrator is one of the drivers, which I haven't figured that out yet, but it's funny to hear them talk about being tired on the drive because they're not driving. They're like laying in the back of a van, just hanging out, playing music with each other. And
I don't respect your struggle, musicians. I love you guys, but
sounds like you guys are just taking naps until you get to the next place.
Yeah.
Hey, pull over. I want to lay out. Like,
you ever driven for 14 hours and then got up and tried to make a room full of people that hate you laugh?
Right? All fucking tweaked out. And
it's like being a trucker, but when you're done, that's when you have to work.
Yeah. Yeah, that when your brain is like so fried from just driving and seeing nothing for hours and hours, and then, all right, time to be funny, I guess.
And you have a good set. Oh shit, it's Nathaniel Ratliff. Yeah, I'm from a small town too, dude.
I wonder what their pull is on these shows, like how much they're actually making on each one of these shows. That's a lot of people to pay, man.
Yeah.
So one thing I never really understood about bands is how in the hell do you guys make money? How do 5 guys get paid enough to live? I guess you can be like that dude and just go solo out there.
Yeah, I think he's bald now. Enjoy that hair, Nathaniel.
Hey, at least you got it documented that you had hair.
Well, it's all going to be fine, buddy.
Turns out you're okay.
Yeah, man. Your wildest dreams are going to come true. It's kind of cool watching this and knowing that he really makes it.
Man, that's tough, bro. I can't believe 2 cars are driving on those roads at the same time.
Bound to happen eventually. Damn.
They get hit by a car.
Come on, man. Jesus. Yeah, that's a sad story, but if that was a comedian telling it, it would have been like just a bunch of jokes.
Yeah.
Laurie Kilmartin's 45 minutes about my dead dad. Come on.
Right.
It's just different.
Yeah,
kinds,
no, I couldn't even.
different kinds of people.
The whole time he was talking, I was like, "Are you gonna make a joke about you getting hit? Because you should make a joke right now." This is the
Our brains aren't well, but I
No.
don't want them to be right.
We're not okay, people. Skip a stone, bro. It's the perfect time. See if you can get 3 jumps. Oh, you're having a real moment. Sorry.
He's trying to punch us up, dude. This is all about how.
This is all about him dealing with some stuff he hasn't dealt with.
Yeah, I think we just got to be real in this moment.
Oh, he is gonna skip a stone though. Dude, I still knew. Do it. Do it.
I still knew.
I knew it was the perfect moment to skip a stone. You goddamn right it is. You gonna be out here with all these stones, not try to skip one?
It's so sad. We just can't let it be sad. Damn, that is a sad dude.
Well, you're in great spirits, buddy, so.
Well, you get a band together called the Night Sweats. It's like a 7-man band, and it all works out for you. That's a nice thing, is not having to, like, move a bunch of equipment.
Yeah.
We got a microphone. That statement, "Why are we doing this?" almost resonated with me. But then you think about it, and everyone asks themselves that. Like, dude working in a cubicle is asking himself, "Why am I doing this?"
Why am I doing
You know
this?
what I
Yeah.
mean? At least our answer is less bleak
Right.
because we like to get fucked up a lot.
This gives me that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Ooh, see, this is stuff I wanted to hear. They haven't done this yet, where they broke down what they didn't like about their performances and the venue and shit.
And you don't ever give you a karaoke mic so you can perform in a barn?
Huh?
I'm kidding. It does suck when the monitor's bad. I don't feel like they needed to do that. I feel like this is a goof for them. Wouldn't it seem authentic if we were all pushing the van?
Yeah, it's the second time they've had to do this too. So I don't.
I know I'm a cynic, but there's already been a bunch of parts in this documentary where I'm like, this is kind of inauthentic. The Nathaniel Rateliff stuff was good, or Ratliff, but a lot of it I'm just like, you guys are literally just doing this because you're making a documentary, and you needed moments, which makes me realize that's probably what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that's cameras on you. You got to do stuff a little bit more of interest.
We gotta find a bunch of black kids playing basketball so we can go play basketball with them.
Hey, what's this? The home of who? Who did you say?
I didn't catch it.
Oh, Superman.
Man, who gives a shit about Superman? Get over yourself. Not quite.
Your first cigarette?
You had a funny bit there. Who's this guy again?
I don't know. I kind of forgot everybody's names.
Yeah, I'm bad with names.
There's too many to remember in this.
I know Shannon Sharpe's name.
Damn right. Dare you try to forget that.
I would never. Get him, Nathaniel.
I'm so sad.
Gravel roads.
Skipping rocks. Thinking about my old pops.
See, buddy, you're freestyling right now.
I did it, yeah. Oh shit, I'm a musician, bro.
I had a shit roommate in college who was just like a huge piece of shit all the time, but he literally took all of his money for school and spent it buying like probably $3,000 DJ table, and would just like remix dubstep songs.
Okay.
And just have all his like weird shitty friends over without asking. Like, we lived in a house like 6 people, and he would just like walk in, there'd just be a bunch of scrubs like dubstep dancing around. I'm like,
oh,
bro, no. I like shut so many parties down. Just like, everyone get out of here.
Yeah. That's too much.
He put up a sign in our living room that said that just in case any of us thought that we were still friends with him, we were no longer friends with him because we kicked his friends out. It was amazing.
Friendship over, guys.
Who has a lack of sleep? You should all be sleeping.
Yeah, you guys should be sleeping fine.
Hibernate between gigs. What are you doing?
Why are you not sleeping right now?
Oh, I guess there's just too many people. No, you can do
I feel like they're like
Is
more
that dude
packed
sleeping?
on this. Yeah, I feel like they're more packed on this one though, because there's like 4 of these vans. Unless this is what happened after one of them broke down.
Yeah,
Because like
that's a
earlier
good
when they were
point.
showing, there would just be like 3-4 people in a van.
Yeah.
All right, time to find somewhere to park, guys. Good luck. I wonder if the dude driving that is like, could you guys stop?
Man, I got into some stuff on Twitter about horse-drawn carriages.
Yeah.
I made a horse-drawn carriage joke about like electric cars a couple years back when Tesla first came out,
Right.
and I was like, "Oh man, this Tesla car is really the last nail in the coffin of the horse-drawn carriage industry." This is a dumb joke,
Yeah.
and all these people like got on there and started like commenting and retweeting it, and like apparently there's this big war going on about whether or not horse-drawn carriages should be legal because it's animal cruelty against the horses or whatever.
Okay.
So all these people are just like using my joke to like,
How dare
argue
you
back.
joke about this? Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah, had no idea.
Performed in New York too. Just bragging.
Yeah, once this tour went east, I was done. I only hit the first 2 spots.
Yeah, man. New York's a good time. I just don't feel like I have enough money to hang there.
Right.
I mean, I probably do, but the thing is, if I'm in New York City, I'm just having nonstop fun. Like, I'm going to get hammered drunk every single night, going out to all the bars and stuff, and there's just too much stuff to do. I would spend all my money. I couldn't help it. I mean, I guess if I just ran out of money, I could help it.
Yeah, that'll help.
Yeah, it'll get real very fast.
So I've learned anything, it's that these 3 have the best soundtrack music for.
Yeah, these are the ones that are getting the soundtrack deals. See, I think that's the difference with maybe between music and comedy. A lot more friendship in music. I mean, Nathaniel Ratliff was talking about how, and I keep saying it Ratliff because the guy in the video said Ratliff, so I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. I thought Ratliff.
Yeah, that's...
Anyways.
I've never heard it pronounced the other way.
It was weird that he was talking about isolation because I totally relate to that, but on the same hand, I feel like he's around a lot more people.
Yeah, he's around 20 people every day for, at least this. I don't know what his normal life is, but it seems like.
And I'm not trying to gatekeeper act like I'm somehow better than him like comedians I just think, man, I spent like 3 months
It's just
by
the
myself
difference.
one time.
It's the difference, yeah. But comedian, we're kind of like that, dude. We like being
That's true.
to ourselves,
Yeah, I'll do it again. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Time of my life was driving around for 2 months by myself.
I bet it's like an introvert extrovert thing too.
This force is a good singing force right
I
here.
find a lot of force. Yeah, I've been Albany, performed in Hartford, Connecticut. I want to do all 50 states, but I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, it's got to be hard to find gigs in like Maine, Vermont.
Yeah, I don't know what those are like.
Yeah. I know there's a comedy club in Vermont because my buddy Richard Bowen's from Vermont, and he said he works at a comedy club up there. Richard Bowen, by the way, this is just random. He's a super funny dude. He was on that Lowercase show, and he drives around the country in his van, and he writes.
Yeah,
his
he's doing the
skits
van
in. That's
thing.
actually
Yeah,
super funny, and he's hilarious. He's a weirdo, but he's hilarious. I didn't mean to say he was a weirdo.
I mean, I'm sure he'd cop to that.
Yeah.
More rock skipping, bro.
Don't worry, Nathaniel. We'll all do it this time.
You don't have to be so isolated, man.
You're not alone, buddy. Just start writing party songs about drinking, Nathaniel. People are going to love you.
Is that kind of what he's at now?
Yeah, I mean, his most favorite song is like, son of a bitch, give me a drink. One more night, can't stay clean. Something like that.
All right.
I'm going to drink my life away. Actually, maybe he still is sad.
It's a little sad. Yeah.
Still is
He just partied up the
I
sadness.
got lost in the drinking aspect of the
Yeah.
song. It's very sad.
Oh, sorry, guys. Got an email.
Case is blown up.
Yeah, it's a blessing, dude. Try to complain about this. I dare you. Has everybody gotten their solo forest singing in? No? We got to tape somebody else's? Cool, hold on.
So you guys all get scenes where you're on the camera alone doing your thing. Do you guys have any idea what you would like in everyone at once in a forest? Oh brother, where art thou?
Ooh, now you gotta deal with snow.
Man, when I think of some of the times I've been on the road when it's snowing, it's insane. I've almost died so many times. Like,
I've been pretty lucky is that the times where I've had long drives I haven't really had to deal with snow whenever I've had those. I've had
when we were up in
you had to deal with that.
No, I
I
was
was
driving.
I was sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Like I
had
haven't
to
had
deal with me being a psychomaniac about it.
yeah, but that's still a different. I would have been that same if I was driving. You know. Yeah, but that was probably the worst that I've dealt with though. Was
Yeah.
that, and that wasn't horrible. I don't think.
Worst when I got caught in a. I don't want to talk over this.
Got all that sleep.
I got caught in a blizzard in like Idaho and Montana, and I had to drive up to Canada,
Oof.
and it was like it hit so crazy, like the cold front and the snow, that I woke up to an alarm that there had been a blizzard, and I was like, "Oh no!" Because I had to drive like 12 hours, so I got in my car and immediately started driving like as it was pouring down snow.
Just got in that blizzard.
And there was like semis flipped over, like I-90 was shut down because there'd been like a huge crash where a semi flipped.
Fuck.
And I just somehow managed to get my way around all of it.
Yeah, I don't really want to do Canada gigs if it's not warm. I don't want to go up there in the winter.
It's really not worth it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I did.
The money's not as good during the summer, but I would just my safety. I'd feel better doing that.
Peace River, Alberta, which is way up there, it was like negative 23 degrees.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I was about to say, who taught you guys how to shoot fireworks, man? You gotta get some Roman candles, start pointing them at people. What the fuck are y'all doing? All right, my turn to sing in the forest by the creek.
I never performed in Boston, though.
Oh, I can't wait to see all these throwing forms. A lot of low elbows, guys. Get those elbows up. Just some homeless dude wakes up in the woods. Hey, could you shut the fuck up?
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm very homeless.
You know, I thought in the woods by this creek I'd find some, some quiet, but... I feel like I've barely heard those three talk. I've just seen them constantly hard. Like, they just wake up, start singing.
The ratio of harmonizing to talking is definitely skewed.
Yeah. I just think it'd be so... You know how amazing it is to find two other people that want to sing with you just whenever the fuck you want to sing? Like,
Bro, you're the only comedian I've met that, like, aligns with, like, the things that I want to do.
Right,
I've
yeah.
met thousands
oh,
of
that, yeah,
comedians.
there's not...
I can imagine finding two singers.
Yeah, that...
We still singing this song, guys? Can songs be hack? Because I thought that song was hack.
Think maybe.
Maybe not.
Don't Stop Believing, I feel like is hack.
Yeah.
If you sing Don't Stop Believing at karaoke, that's hack.
I will boo you.
Yeah. Whenever I did the APCA convention, the host of the show, whenever he went up before me, made everybody sing Don't Stop Believing like they were doing karaoke. And everybody stood up on tables, and they played the song, and everybody sang and had a good time. And then they said, all right, everybody sit down and shut up. Chase Myers wants to tell you jokes now.
And you got out there, and you're like, Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. Bah, bah, bah. Yeah. I tried to make a joke about it. Nobody understood what I was saying. They were all like, yeah, we were having a good time until you came out here shitting on it. What?
Have you worked with many musicians?
No, not really.
I find
Not like in this guy. Like I haven't opened for a band or anything. At that convention I was talking about, the other artist that was with us was a guitar player.
Yeah.
So I mean, just me and him doing that, but not really like.
I find that musicians, and this is generalization, obviously, but I feel like a lot of solo musicians and like busker type guys really appreciate stand-up comedians. Like
Right.
They seem to have an appreciation for what we do, but like I don't know if it's bigger acts or just at least acts that like really think highly of themselves.
People who are too artsy don't get along with comics for like some
If
reason.
you take yourself seriously, you won't get along with a comic.
Yeah,
And
like
that's what it is. Like
like actors, dude. I can't.
no, man.
Holy shit, dude! Actors are so. I thought comedians are delusional. Actors are unbelievably delusional and so self-centered. I mean, every one of them too. I'm not.
Yeah.
If you think you have a nice one, no, he's self-centered too. I'm going real blanket statement on this. This is.
I've done a lot of like music festivals, and
Oh, you know what? I have too. Now that you say that, I forgot.
Yeah.
I have done some music fest.
it's weird because some of the musicians are like extra cool with you because they're like, dude, it's cool you do that thing.
Yeah.
But then the flip side of it is a lot of them just try to like big time you and everything, and it blows my mind
Right.
because I'm always like, oh, these guys must be famous, and then I check them out, and I'm like, oh, they have like 0 social media following, no one cares about them, they're good, but like,
Yeah,
I
you're like
don't understand why
we're
they-
in the same spot
yeah,
basically.
essentially.
Yeah. Now that you say that, I mean, I did a music festival a couple weeks ago. I just wasn't. I had my own stage. It wasn't like with. I did a hard rock festival in Louisiana where it was like
You are not hard rock, buddy.
I'm not at all. It was a horrible idea, and I think I might have told you the story like not on mic, but like me, my best friend Josh Watts, and then this guy we hate, Evan Rabelais, we're three comics that were asked to do it, and what the idea was a band would play, and then 20 minutes of a comic, and then a band would play 20 minutes of a comic, and that's the way it went. And Josh went up after the first band played, and nobody gave a shit.
Told me this.
Yeah, and he just bailed. He was 2 minutes in, bailed, brought me up during his set, and then I had to go up, fill the rest of his time. A band came up. I had to fill the next amount of time. I called him up on my next one though, but I did a little bit more. And then Evan just same thing. But yeah, it was nobody gave a fuck about us, dude. And it was so much of like, yeah, you guys just do your thing while we set up the next band behind you. So the whole time we're talking, there's people like plugging in guitars and shit behind us and taking down everything. So it wasn't. They might as well just left it be dark for that time instead of have us get talked over.
Yeah, I do this Irish music festival every year. I mean, I did it last year, and they want me to do it again this year. So I don't do it. It's not going to do it a bunch, but I did it last year, and it was weird because the band set up, and the whole idea was for me to kind of vamp while the bands were setting up.
Right.
Except they're doing sound checks, so they wouldn't let me vamp while they're doing sound check. And then they're always late, so like by the time they got ready, that was already 5 minutes into their thing, and And the sound guy would be like, don't burn any more time. They got to do their sets. And I'd be like, all right. So I just go and be like, hey, look at this band. Look at that band. Here we go. And then the guy putting it on could be like, well, how come you're not telling any jokes? I'm paying you to tell jokes. And I was like, dude.
Because people tell me not to tell jokes.
Yeah. Just try not to make waves.
Why leave all your loved ones behind? I got a suitcase and some shit hotels and back to band. I suppose the answer I give myself is because it's a damn good time.
There you go, man.
Hell yeah.
It's like the first time they showed like a full band.
That was a cool thing about that Irish Music Festival last year I did, is by the end of the festival, because it's like, dude, it's so long. It's like 4 or 5 days of 13-hour, like, everyone's playing. By the end, everyone's just drunk on stage together, just playing random songs.
Right.
Like,
Just
oh,
yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah, that's got to be cool. Yeah, I did another music festival in Alabama, but it was similar to what I did a couple weeks ago, where the comedy was separate from. It wasn't intertwined like that.
Yeah.
So the road is one long goodbye. Here we are again.
By the way, what are you gonna do when you get to Boston? Are you guys all flying back to where you live now from there, or
Yeah, that wasn't discussed at all.
you turn around, drive back, or what are you doing with the vans?
Let's make a better documentary than this.
I thought this was pretty good, but
I liked it, but in terms, there's a lot of like loose ends that didn't get tied up. And
Well, there wasn't a lot of. I thought there'd be a little bit more talk about like the actual process, kind of like breaking down the venues, stuff like that. But it really was just like, hey, we're really good at music, and here's our music over us driving.
Yeah.
You know, which was fine. I thought this was really good.
I like the Nathaniel Rateliff part.
Yeah. His actually had a narrative to it.
Yeah,
Everybody-
but the rest of them kind of like didn't though.
Yeah.
I wish they would have like thought.
Yeah,
about
I didn't
it
really
more.
get to know any of the people very well, like other than Daniel. I didn't really get to like know like their stories or anything.
Yeah.
Or but it was still, I still liked it. I enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah,
I
me
think
too.
that's a good.
I like the very end because it's something that like I feel like never gets discussed because like we complain about the road a lot, but like
It's all I want to do.
yeah, people are like, why are you doing it? It's like, oh no, because it's the most fun I've ever
Yeah,
had in my life.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot, man, but it's exactly why I got into comedy, was to be traveling around and going from city to city. And
That's one of the things I wanted to accomplish. Just taping us going around doing shows. It's just to show what a good time we have. Because honestly, I talked to a bunch of guys around here who don't really work the road. They'll go out and do like a gig or two, but I think they always go into it thinking it's going to suck, and then they bring that energy to it, and they
Yeah.
don't have fun, and then they leave and like, oh, that sucked.
yeah, I've had some dudes, like local dudes around here, open for me at casinos, and casinos are notoriously not good. But if you go in there and within your first couple minutes, you're like, this is going to fucking suck. This is going to like literally say that stuff on stage, which comics will do. Like, yeah, it's going to, dude, because you didn't give it a real shot.
Yeah, and that's your job too. That's what you're bringing to it. Is you take whatever the situation is and you have fun with it. Like your job is literally to have fun.
Yeah.
And
You can poke fun at the room, but there's a little, like, almost too much, like, negative with that. Like, I have one comic that I'm thinking of when I'm telling this that, I mean, that's pretty much what he did for his whole 30 in front of me, was just talk about how not worth it doing the show was. You know?
this is ridiculous. I don't understand that. It's like, no matter how bad it is, in the back of my head, I'm always having fun. Like,
Yeah.
even,
Also, I signed up to do it, so do it well. You know, like, try, like, we are representing ourselves when we're out there. It is Chase Myers on the stage by his damn self. I'm not going to go out there and fucking mope and, not give a good performance, because even at that shitty place, two of these people might like me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's the thing is, no matter how bad the gig is, sometimes you still get off stage and someone will come up and be like, that was amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of people never go to stand-up shows. They don't know what stand-up is. And if you go up there and you really try, people will notice and they will come up. And, like, I've gotten fans before. I did one of the worst shows I ever did was in Ritzville, Washington.
I've done that.
A bunch of Banditos bikers came in.
Yeah.
And they sat in the front 2 rows, and the owner was like, we can't ask them to leave because one of them is dating, like, the bartender, and there's, like, this whole thing. Just try not to talk to them. But they were literally sitting right in front of where I was supposed to perform. So I got on the mic, and I was probably 24 at this point.
Right.
And I worked the road a little bit, but not like I hadn't been put in that situation before. I mean, since then, there's a gig in Winnemucca I used to do that was only this biker game called the Booze Fighters would show up. And I was just always doing my material in front of the Booze Fighters. And they'd be like, heard that one. But, yeah, Ritzville, terrible. These bikers just yelled at me to shut up the entire time. And I just was like, sorry, I got to do this. So I just did my jokes. And then I walked back, and, like, there's people in the back of the room who actually came to see the show. And they're like, sorry about the bikers. Like, it was really good, though. And this one guy followed me and, like, still follows me on everything. And he's driven, like, hours before to see me do stand-up in clubs and stuff. So,
yeah, you never know. You never know when that's going to happen.
Yeah. It was just his birthday, actually. Shout out, buddy. All right. Well, I mean, I guess that's the word, Baby Bird. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I know this one was a lot of talking over the documentary, but honestly, I think
I mean, it seemed like it was made for that.
Yeah,
like,
I
almost,
got to hear a lot about me and Chase and our road life a little bit. So, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys.